Balgruuf, you and your clansmen of the warrior clan have followed Virgin soldiers who've invaded the Valley of Rain to here, the Dream Grove, a sacred place from which the dreams that permeate your nights in this land come from. In pursuit of these men, what have you to say to your warriors as you approach the space of desecration ahead?
Bogdanov will put his hands up in a sign that would signify for everyone to stop. And he'll scan the area really quickly, looking for signs of danger. And he'll whisper almost, just loud enough for them to hear, say, "Keep your wits about you. We don't know what's going to happen."
And together they approach an area of desecrated land. You can see purple pustules which glow as the land itself is dying. The trunks of the trees ahead seem to be withering. And then you hear a disturbance in the tree line. Bursting out from it is a deer which prances into the glade at great speed before shifting to the form of a familiar elven humanoid, Veneros. Crashing sound comes from behind him. Veneros, what do you say?
Balgruuf, at the ready. An abomination approaches.
And the form of Veneros shifts and grows into that of a monstrous beast, which will stand against the even greater terror that crashes through the tree line. Made of bones and flesh, it comes, roaring and stomping towards you. And as it does so, Horus, how does Veneros engage the beast?
I think in owlbear form, he would have turned and taken a step back, knowing that the abomination approaches. And as it ran toward him, he would charge back and let the impact kind of send the creature kind of for a spin. So he would try to like grab his beak towards his chest and dig his claws in. And his intention is to just like rake his back legs to try to shred some of the binding tissue that's keeping the meat around his legs together, so that he struggles to move a bit and to create an opening for Balgruuf.
Excellent. And so you do, pushing the creature back a bit and moving it away, creating the perfect opening, to which, Balgruuf, how do you, with your axe bursting into flames, finish off this creature?
Balgruuf will swing his flaming axe at the legs of this creature, catching it in the knees to bring it down, and in this kind of single fluid motion, the flaming axe will go down, hit the knees, and then come back up to catch it in the jugular.
And with that strike, the monstrosity falls, barbarians falling into line as well, Veneros taking back on his humanoid shape. Veneros, how will you describe what you have seen?
Balgruuf, thank goodness you and your men have arrived. The sacred creature of the forest, it's safe for now, but some men came and stormed the area and corruption spreads in the forest. My magic isn't working. I've evacuated what creatures I can, but we need to hurry. I don't know how long this valley will last. Please, we need to go to the clansmen. We need to unite them. Let us go at haste.
And we are live, everyone. Welcome. Let us begin. The journey to the valley, made by 4 of you, has reached its completion. From the secluded town of Dalefen, across the waters from Port Thoris, finally landing to the south and marching across the continent of Cadlia, you arrived at the path into a place where the dark elf refugees that you guided were headed. But the pass was blocked by Virgin soldiers. cognition of the elves' precognition led you to another path, up through the mountains on the north side of the valley, which brings us now to where 3 of you are landing upon the back of verdant crystalline dragons, whilst the other 4 of you come up the pass. And so here do the parties meet for their first time, as one group of you all comes from the north and one from the east. Who will be the first to take action?
I mean, I guess Dirk was just follow the way. He's like, all right, everybody, follow me. This seems like a safe place for us to rest our head.
All
Is
right.
this our actual like destination, or are we just like kind of stopping?
Oh, yeah.
You are in the mountains to the north of the valley, which is your destination.
Okay.
The other group of you who have just landed here were accompanied, in one, by an elven woman, one representative of the Lord of the Forthane Forest. This woman, Seepock, glares towards the group coming into the space, dark elves amongst them. And to your eyes as well, Gwei, here, do these individuals, at least all of them which are armed, emit almost a stain upon the eyes, a visual stench.
Oh.
You feel repulsed by them. And Seepock will say, "What are they doing here?"
What? Who is they?
They should not stand. If they are like this, then that cannot mean well for the son of the Forest Lord.
Rose has a question.
Rose?
Did Ambassador Lady make it out of that whole, event?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely she did.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Sipak, can you elaborate on what you just said? They seem off, but I can't exactly place how or why. And what do you mean by they shouldn't be able to stand?
They are afflicted by a blood curse. An ancient elven ritual purifies the blood of elves that are to crusade. If those elves are slain, those that slay them are stained forever. Ceravil Ulanthon, son of the Forest Lord, knew this technique and may have invoked it in a dire circumstance if the evil dark elves were present. So as they stand, son of the Forest Lord must be dead.
What?
The caravan continues forward. Frida.
Yes,
the
Dirk is probably also oblivious to the party ahead and just kind of like looking to bring everyone to inside.
I'm
We
gonna,
see
like,
the
walk.
dragons. Are we like that seems like something we should avoid.
The avoid
People
is...
forgetting at the
Do they look familiar to the
Perhaps.
green dragon bitch
They-
that we fought?
is what we're
No.
saying.
In
Yeah.
fact,
Yeah.
these dragons appear more like the one which you saw in your vision of Vergent Origins, within which
Okay.
you saw dragons made of Vergent crystals, bits floating around them, and forms with a reflective nature to them. As I was to say, Frida, the representative of the High Clan of the Valley of Rain, will speak to Yugwe here and say, "We should hear them out. We don't even know what they're doing here."
Yeah, that's my thought too. I'm sure it's just some big understanding that they have a elven blood curse afflicting them.
Yeah, I'll take care of the dragons. You guys can go talk to them.
I'm gonna raise my hand up and hail our mustached leader here.
Dirk we'll see the Hinwis. Oh, yes, hello there. As he kind of steps forward, he's like, oh wait, people look a little elven. Kind of straighten up a little bit. How can I help you?
How tall is your character?
He's probably like 6'5" or so. He's pretty tall.
Jesus, that is so
6'4".
tall.
He's rather tall human.
LOL laughs in tree.
All right, well, you're taller than me, and I'm pretty freaking tall. So I look up at you a little bit, and I say, hi, what brings you here to the valley? These drow in your company? Explain, please?
Didn't realize I needed explaining through these parts. Who might you be, if I might ask?
My name is Gwahir. I'm a representative of the people of the valley. This is their territory that you enter armed.
Dirk will hold out his hands. I have nothing in my hands now, but I do have weapons with me, yes. We're just merely passing through to the valley. We bring refugees from a genocide.
Wow. Well, I fear that you're walking from one genocide into another. The valley's been occupied by the Virgin Empire.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have a tendency of doing that, don't they? Were your drow friends here also genocided by the Virgin Empire?
By a bunch of elves. Yes. Dirk, actually just kind of forget if those elves are related to the Virgin Empire as a whole.
Yeah, it was like a yes or no kind of a thing with them.
Allies.
Rose is going to step up. Yeah.
And then all the yes, they were kind of attacked by the Virgin Empire. And as a follower of Stamos and trying to claim order in this world, I couldn't let that stand.
Wait, is he saying that like the elves that we met last time with like the Elven King that I don't like, they are allies with the Virgin Empire?
Mm-hmm. Those elves are. That's right.
Okay.
Well, they have a treaty with them, like a non-aggression pact. But it sounds like that the prince was crusading against the drow, which puts a bit of a sour taste in my mouth.
He wanted to wipe them all out. They were just trying to live their lives in their little caves.
Rose at this point is going to step forward and look at the general direction of the people behind here, and just ask, like, I don't remember the name of the I know it was a high elf tribe I said, but like, so you guys aren't affiliated with them?
The elves of the Forthane Forest.
Right.
Well, she is, and I gesture at the elf that is with us.
The elf is perfect.
What kind of elf is Gwahir?
I'm a wood elf. I
Okay.
am independent though. I'm
Okay.
very, very old, and I come from a society that predates the.
Didn't you used to be friends with them?
Okay.
Yeah, I was friends with them, but I don't remember.
Okay, cool.
I think
I mean, I'm friends with them in the same way that, like, you know, they're just. I'll have an affinity for wood elves before I have an affinity for random humans.
No, I'm asking. I mean, Shael would be able to look at you and go, "Oh, okay," but me, I couldn't remember what kind. So Shael would kind of cut in front of Dirk a little bit to walk up to Gwahir and hold out her hand. I am my name is Shael, and my mother, maybe you know her. She is very famous. She is a high elf. and you are an elf, and that means that we are kin. And I was
Oh.
always taught
But not
to
all
introduce
elves
myself.
know each other, dear.
Well, no, but we are all kin in a way, Dirk. It's okay. So, I would like to introduce myself properly as I was taught. And she'll hold out her hand to shake your hand.
I'm gonna give you a very loose shake, just like a
dead fish.
just like a once over. Your mother, you said? What was her name?
Yes, my mother is a very well-known, very famous high elf. Her name is Harmonious Quicksilver, and I'm sure you've heard of her and heard of her music. And I am her daughter, and I was taught to always be kind and help kin, other elves.
Yes,
I
Grey
feel
here.
it.
You have heard of the name Harmonious Quicksilver. Very popular High Elven performer. You may be a bit snooty about their music.
Too poppy for you.
You're Harmonious's daughter?
Yes, I am.
What's that word? Oh man, I love using this
I
word,
can
but I
see that.
forgot it. What's the word when you say that like something is just really just copying a bunch of other stuff?
Derivative?
Yeah. Your
Swifting?
mother's work is a bit derivative for me, but I do appreciate the effort that she puts in.
Next time I write a letter home, I will let her know that I have met yet another fan of hers. She will be very glad to hear that. I'm not sure if Shael really knows the word derivative. She knows a lot of things, but I don't know if she knows that one. So in her mind, no, I don't think she would have been taught that word. So in her mind, it's like that's a really nice compliment for my mom. So thanks.
Mara's gonna like see this exchange, and she'll like step up and also hold out her hand and say, "Oh, well, how do you do? I'm Mara. It's nice to meet you." She's a like 4 foot something halfling, big crossbow and sword on her back.
Oh wow.
She's like really looking up at you.
I'm gonna do like a frog squat and shake your hand.
I don't actually know how she'd feel about that, but
Better than having your mother's life work called derivatives. So take it.
yeah.
Like it's
You won't.
As introductions are being made, a purple-skinned woman with a big floppy wizard's hat will step forward and say,
Hi, I'm Marjoram Green, but most people just call me Margie.
and after that introduction, just kind of shyly step back a bit and nod.
You should meet my other two companions. There's Natas over there, who I thought hated animals, but apparently doesn't. And the tree over there, that is Latifolia.
He kind of tilts his head and nods.
From a distance away, you can see that great tree creature, as well as a gray-skinned man with dark hair and horns. Will either of you step forward to make a more formal introduction, or are you happy with the just like...
Noticeably.
I think eventually he'll step away from the dragons. He'll let himself be distracted enough. And I'll be like, so what brings you to this frozen hellhole?
Generally, we thought it was actually not under attack, though that was a few weeks ago.
Yes, we were under the impression it might be a safe place to take refuge.
I think it'd be nice if we kind of sort of compared notes as to what attacks have been going on the last few weeks, because I
Technically
don't have all the
speaking,
names written down.
No attacks. We have given up. Air quotes.
Half of-
We've given up.
I think
All right.
Lati
We're
wouldn't see
hiding
air-
here and
air
there.
quotes. And then so he'd just be like, well, I wouldn't say that we've given up, so to speak.
Well, in short, the four of us, obviously, compared to the people in the fort here, look a little bit different. We were prisoners of the Virgin Empire, and we escaped, and like you, came here to the valley to seek refuge. There was an ancient spirit of sorts, dragon, and his heart was corrupted and caused some kind of curse to befall the people here, turn them into undead when they died. So we helped resolve that problem, but the problem is that the Virgin Empire caught wind of it and used that as the pretext for annexing the valley, which has existed independently for its entire existence. We just recently went and retrieved an item that should be able to fix this curse. But if you guys are looking to spill some blood, I'm sure there's going to be a battle that we'll have to fight to get these bastards out of the valley.
As you were saying,
go
ahead.
I turn around to the ambassador and just kind of sort of go, does that all seem about on board here with what you guys were doing earlier? Just a thought.
The elven woman behind you will nod her head, and you can see stepping forward is the elder of the Dark Elves, who will say, I have spoken with Turaklia. She has agreed, and I will hold her to her word, to represent well our position and the bloodlust which overtook her former leader. Now, as I stand as the leader of us refugees seeking a new home, and prophesied to find it here, I might ask humble permission that my people come to this land and offer our aid in any way to reclaim it if it has been taken. Frida, the young leader of the High Clan, will speak in response and say, You are most welcome, as is any help. Though I fear our circumstance will take some time to turn around. You can see, those of you who have just embarked on the quest for the dragon's heart, that the item has been deposited by the Virgin Dragons and given to the elders of the clans of the Valley of Rain. And people are basically lining up and taking turns using it to, upon touch, feel purifying, a cleansing. And you all, after having made contact with it during your travel back, feel, for the first time, a lack of coughing upon occasion. You almost feel strange by the lack of light sickness which has harried you since you first arrived and drank of the corrupted waters.
If you drink any water here for a little bit, you're gonna have to touch the rock.
What's wrong with the water?
Good question. Didn't we know that it's kind of cursed, but just
at
touch
this
the rock.
time,
Uh-oh.
two individuals arrive, rushing forwards towards you, and one of them speaks out of happenings.
It is good to see all of you. I wish it were under better circumstances. Please, we must hurry. The forest, the corruption that is spreading it's unbelievably quick. We must make our way there and unite whatever forces we can. I'm at a loss of what to do. My magic, I don't know how to fix this. Please, I need your help.
And so, after Veneros' warning, the elders of the clans will step forward as well. Zyma Frostheart, leader of the Witch Clan, will say, In my dreams, I have seen of corruption brewing in the valley. I'm not certain of its source, but I can direct us to it. Honek, leader of the Sage Clan, will express, I believe that now is the right time for us to reclaim our home, to drive out these invaders, and protect it from whatever is brewing. Should we start with the High Clan? Rita will nod and say, Hopefully we can find my brother and he's well intact. And so with that, Are there any preparations which any of you wish to make? Any final questions you wish to ask before we begin the battle for the valley?
Oh, we're just
I
going.
think that he would say, perhaps it would benefit us to install the heart of the dragon in the water source.
The leader of the Witch Clan will sigh and say, I have detected corruption coming from the source itself. I do not believe your dragon allies wish to risk themselves until we have been able to clear the valley.
One thing
So-
that Mara would like to do is get some bread.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
in case
crap.
there
Hang on.
isn't,
Have a little snack first.
Rose pulls out what looks to be like the equivalent of a stale ass Popeye's biscuit. It looks kind of sort of like a quarter loaf of like French bread. But you're just like that. There's no way that that's edible, and it looks a little rough. It just pulls it out of a pouch somewhere. You don't even see that. Just here.
like catches it and is like, ah, jeez, okay. Thanks very much, Rosie. She'll like tuck it in her.
Yeah,
pocket.
Rose is like automatically like pulling out, like looking at numbers, and is already like, okay,
For work.
so problems. What problems? How many numbers are we fighting? Have we done any reconnaissance on the bad guy? We just got here. We don't know anything.
Let's have a look at our map of the Valley of Rain.
No.
You
what's
are
our goal
here
here?
at the Ettenhold
To kick ass.
to the north. Forces of the Virgin Empire have taken control of the valley with fortifications, shall I say, at the High Clan and at the Warrior Clan settlements. The forces of the valley have decided that the High Clan settlement will be the first target for liberation, after which your groups will divide to regain control of the various clan settlements across the valley before focusing attention on the source and clearing the corruption. Or what would be worse than to place this heart and have it be corrupted once again.
You guys have to fill us in on the whole heart thing later.
I think we should talk about it right now. I'm a little bit confused. So, is the purpose here to just unite all of the valley and then be able to focus all of our attention on the source?
More or less, yes.
Okay.
The clans will head to their various settlements to attempt to, on their own accounts in certain ways, aid your efforts in the battles to come.
Is it only the major settlement in the middle there that's occupied, or are they all technically occupied?
That is your present
Just some
objective. More objectives will appear once that one has been cleared.
Yes.
All right. Any
And
questions?
the source feeds into the big lake.
The source creates all the water for the valley.
Okay.
Yes, the Valley of
Yes.
Rain is at a downward slope. You can see the river descending here.
Got it.
And then branching into the valley.
And we now know that the source is corrupted, which is corrupting the water,
Which
which
is
is
screwed
making
up.
people sick.
Yeah, but
Precisely.
you can still drink the water for healing properties, right? That's still a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you find a stream and you're kind of bleeding out, you can do that. But if you die, you will come back as a zombie. So be careful.
Oh,
How much purifying of the water has anyone done, like locally? Like, can you like collect it and purify batches of it, or it's just screwed?
I think it just has to be from the source. It just has to come from a river. I believe.
Yeah, so I mean we're gonna have to put this crystal. I don't know if Jake Henry
that part I get.
Yeah, so we have this big green crystal, and we just have to go throw it in the freaking source.
The dragons will keep hold of it until the area is clear.
Okay, well, I'm ready to go end some life.
Okay, so being a
Is
15-year-old kid, she might not fully understand, but maybe hearing the adults talk about some crystal that if you touch it, it makes you feel better. Is that basically the gist of the conversation going on around her?
Yep.
She
it's
might
like a
ask someone who might know better. Um, so, um, so our friends that are with us, who I promise to keep safe and help them find a new home. We all have a bit of a curse on us. It's okay. I don't mind. They might mind though. But do you think if they were to touch that magical dragon heart you were talking about, that maybe it would help them not be as cursed as they are now?
Dirk's already reaching for the
Oh,
heart.
God.
You can all pass by touching this massive crystal
Oh.
green that seems to have been ripped away from a larger example of the same type of thing. And as you do, you feel a cleansing energy wash over you. And yes, the blood curse of the elves is dispelled.
Well, that was easy. Crepes.
I think
What
it's
the
gone.
heck?
Yeah.
You're
How
welcome.
did you-
You're welcome, guys.
Okay.
How did you
all
get
right.
that thing in the first place?
Rosie's like really confused now, but I'm
that
not gonna.
stench.
Gets that bit out of
You guys
planet.
smell so much better.
Yeah.
Like on my eyes.
We might have accidentally killed some elves who were attacking us.
I think
Self-defense.
the DOS is gonna.
Oh no, Dirk! It was no accident. We meant to kill them because they were trying to kill us. Remember? They were really bad and mean and awful.
I
and
was
evil.
trying to
It
subdue.
was complicated. It was a complicated
Yes.
situation. Okay, let's leave it at that.
Yes, yes.
Also,
And-
we totally
I mean,
lost
I'm
the
not.
fight.
I'm not upset. I just want to know what happened.
Oh no! Like
If
I
they
said,
deserved it. They deserved it.
Oh, they very much did.
Yeah,
They
they did.
kind of all did, and they were very mean and nasty and rude and evil and horrible and yes.
But
But
some of
they
the
cursed
worst
us.
people I've ever met in my life have been elves. So you don't need to
Oh.
justify it to me.
I think
Oh.
Natas is gonna like
Um,
slowly walk
we-
backwards to the elf that got added to the party, and he goes, "Well, now that there's like a caveat to the curse, like, do you still hate them?"
The
Now that the
representative
15-year-old just solved the puzzle.
of the Forthane Forest will be conversing with the ambassador who was along with the force that is in description as have been destroyed. They will
Rosie
be
is
making peace in the
absolutely
background while you all
eavesdropping.
make your way to
Yeah.
the battle ahead.
Oh, there's healing
Rosie's
happening,
absolutely
that's
like
the good
eavesdropping
thing.
on that, and it's just like, I swear to God, I will kill both of you.
And I'll take that note as the conclusion of conversation as you all have concluded your journey from the mountains to the outskirts of the High Clan settlement. You will be joined in this coming battle by Frida Higlen, as well as Salani of the Dark Elves.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, Shael, while all this is going on, would go around and just introduce herself to everybody as she was taught to do.
Oh, which God, which form is Solani in right now?
Oh, she's back to this fun form. As you all are entering this space, a massive spider woman appears from the visage
Yeah, we
of a
should-
cart.
We should
No longer
warn everyone
donkey.
about that before.
I
it
like
happens.
her as
Jesus.
a donkey. Yeah.
But as you have arrived, you can see
Yeah, there's a reason I was
forces of the
happy
Vergent
donkey
Empire,
survived.
as well as
Oh, good.
the leader of the High Clan in chains. And I would ask that you all now would roll initiative.
Wait,
Oh dear.
Red just
Is
like,
the-
stretches.
is the
like-
spider lady like trying to fight us?
Oh, she's
Spider,
a friend.
Spider
No.
Lady is friendly.
She's on our
Um,
side.
We'll explain longer on the way back after we demolish everyone here. The Virgin Empire tried to kill her twice. It didn't go very well for them.
She seems like a lovely person.
Yeah, her
I
and
trust her
Shael
interest
are
in
best. Yeah, her and Shael are best buds.
Besties.
Yeah.
That
I was
popular.
more. Oh yeah, I was
Rolled a
asking for me. 'Cause Lottie wouldn't care.
Stamos is with me.
Well, I'm curious to know who's
Oh, I
taller,
don't-
our Spider Lady friend or Lottie.
You know,
Because
it's like
Lottie's huge.
it's like I always say, the more legs you have, the more I trust you.
Wow.
as one says.
Did it work this time?
All the time.
Let's account
Hang on.
now.
I
Hang
rolled
on.
I rolled a 14 for initiative, but I don't have the Chrome extension. Hang on, I got it.
All right, let's
No,
make sure we're all ready to go here. Lottie is 8, you said?
Yes.
8 feet tall.
I think that's what we decided. That's what it said.
20
Oh no,
on
not for
Lottie.
initiative. How tall?
Okay,
How tall
1,
Lottie
2,
is.
3, 4, 5, 6. Still missing 1 in initiative.
7 feet.
I think we're missing me. I don't have the extension. I rolled a 14.
14. Thank you. Adding you
What
right now.
Trying to fix that right now and see if I can get it to work. If not, I'll have to reload very briefly. I forgot that was the downside to-
No worries. We are in
No, there was an
combat.
extension.
You can
But to be
see
clear, we did not have an opportunity to speak to them. They just saw us and they were like, "We're gonna fight."
Indeed, you can see women with weapons, large glaives that point them towards you as you approach and say, "Don't enter! You'll be killed on sight!" And so,
I just
Lottie,
look over- Mara has a bigger glaive than her, right?
Oh.
initiative is to you. You are
She
up
will
first.
once she eats her biscuit.
He's gonna sigh because he doesn't like fighting, but hang out with this group. Always happens. And then I'm gonna go with the good classic entangle.
All right, whomst are your entangle targets?
Let's see, what is it? It's a 20-foot square, so
You have 2 sets of melee soldiers. You have the commander and a wizard of some kind in the back, and you have 2 archers upon this roof.
well, I'm gonna go for the 2 closest foot soldiers.
Fantastic. They are rolling
Okay.
strength. Yes.
If I can get them both in a 20-foot square, I don't think I can.
Alrighty. The second one will fail. I'll go ahead and say that you can get them both. That's no worries to me.
And then it'll make it difficult terrain, so
Okay. So there is a bit of, let's just use the fun old drawing tool and say, yeah, freehand, there's some vines here. Don't go here. Fantastic. All right, Lottie, are you moving?
yes. So, like here, is that too far? I'm gonna go there.
You can make it to here.
Okay, I'm gonna go here.
Alrighty. Dirk, you're up.
Dirk's just going to throw his warhammer in the air, cast sacred weapon. All right, all you Virgin Empire people need to leave now. Just kind of marches forward.
This woman, stepping free of the vines, will say, "Ugh. You are the one who is stepping on our terrain, Paladin. Drop your weapon now or I'll strike you."
No, this is far out of line for all of you. You've ruined many people's home.
What is Dirk going to do?
He's not going to attack just yet. He's just going to hold his stance there.
Okay. Shael, you're up.
Right. Okay. So should have done this as we were walking up, but that's okay. We're gonna do it now because she's squishy. So she now has an AC of 14 because she doesn't feel like dying again, even though it was a lovely place to visit. So let's start there. So quick question. That's
Yes.
an action. I have Spirit Shroud, which is a bonus action to cast.
Why don't you have Mage Armor precasted before the combat? Take a combat action.
That works. Okay, lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, so we got some baddies in front of us that's giving Dirk a hard time, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Gosh darn it, Dirk. We try and talk about our feelings here, Dirk. Let's start off slow. And let's try infestation on the one over here.
Infestation. Okay, that is a
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, and she's covered in
That's a save.
Ah darn. I was gonna say she's covered in like flesh eating beetles.
Is she disadvantage?
Hmm?
Is she not
Why-
disadvantage because she's
No, it's a save, not an attack roll.
No. All right.
Okay.
Movement. Anything else? Shael.
Well, here. You know what? That's movement wise. You know what? I think she's just gonna kind of get behind her large spider friend
Okie dokie.
for now.
Rose, you're up.
I didn't want to be going this high in the initiative order. What's wrong with all of you? The three people right here in front of me, Mara, I think Chris, our barbarian friend, and are they all big weapon using people?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's
They all
what I
have large
thought. I'm
weapons.
just making sure. We're gonna test to see if this works. It might not, and that's okay. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
What you doing? Casting a bless?
We are casting a bless.
Fantastic.
I don't think the extension is working, but it's for those three. I might have to log back in.
We will
because I
token them up. And you guys have a D4 to your attack rolls, saving throws, and skill checks, I believe. Alrighty. Take movement if you'd like it, and Natas, you're up.
Stick.
I'll move forward about 10 or 15 feet, but nothing extravagant. I'll do that in a second here.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over here, kind of joining the whole crowd of like, oh yeah, like let's see if maybe we can talk them out, and I'm gonna see this guy in the back in chains, and I'm just gonna swing, swing.
I'm just gonna
make eye contact with him.
Yeah, they're like, whoa, with a
yeah.
Alrighty, let's see the first attack of the game.
2 attacks going out.
Hit and hit.
All right.
One less
those are blessed if they count for anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
he also takes an additional little bit of radiant damage, divine fury.
All right, that damage will be enough to, with those 2 strikes of the great axe, slice this person down as they fall, thudding to the ground, unmoving.
Oh my stamos!
There goes one less convert for Dirk.
You killed a guy.
Alrighty. Unless you got anything else, Chris? Mara, you're
Probably blessed people
Just gonna move a little bit more.
Mara saw that. And she
Where did I move?
wow, that young man is very skilled. What are these things? Are these like
40?
Sorry. These cover?
These are
or-
tents.
Tents? Okay. Alright, yeah, she'll hop behind one of these because she's got little legs and can't really get anywhere. But she will take a shot with the crossbow at the tangled one.
Okay.
Just one though, because we're doing
Roll at
rules.
advantage, please.
Ooh. And also bless.
Yes, roll that bless. That bless will allow you to hit. All right. That's a hit.
Okay.
The crossbow bolt
and
embeds into her chest.
I think that's all she's got for right now. She's
Okay.
gonna like take cover behind this tent.
Okie dokie. Your enemies are up. First to act will be this woman who will try and break free of the entangle, and does so successfully, causing her action, rushing forward towards the barbarian with glaive at the ready with the rest of her movement. Then we have the additional shock troopers, which are going to dash forward to make melee with Natas. From back here, you can see this evoker will step forward and line up. Let's see.
Do the shock troopers actually have shock spells, or are they just like,
That's the term for things. Shock trooper.
They're stormtroopers.
Just making sure.
Okay.
I don't want to
20-foot radius sphere. Let's get this party started, shall we? All right. So everyone but Latifolia, Shael, and Natas, please make for me a dexterity saving throw as a bead of flame exudes from this
Why
caster.
can't I roll like that on my
and
Nope. That was not supposed to
singes forwards,
Oh.
and upon impact, causes a fiery explosion for 35 points of damage on a failed saving throw.
Ow.
Jeez. That's rude.
Extremely high
Did
roll.
that? Yeah.
That's rude.
3.
It's fine.
We have archers atop the roof who are going to fire arrows. The first attack headed towards Margie and the second towards Koi here. Margie's going to take the 11 points of damage and glare up towards that individual with glowing purple eyes. And lastly, the commander of the Virgin Forces will call out and say, "Halt your approach, or this man dies!" as he holds his two-handed Virgin Crystal sword above his head. Right here.
All right, this is the guy we want to save. Hold on, you keep
He
bouncing
is,
the
yes.
map out. This is the guy we want to save.
By the rock.
guy.
Correct.
God damn it.
I'm gonna run
Okay,
behind.
this is the guy we want to save. Okay.
Yeah. The guy with the
I'm
net.
gonna
Got it.
run
This
behind
Got
the
it.
tree
That guy's
here.
brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration on myself, and I'm going to shoot my longbow at him. Please don't fail.
Who's your target?
The commander.
The commander. Okay.
So he takes 5 damage, and then I'm gonna use my special ability here, and I'm gonna have him make a save against hideous laughter.
Ooh, okay. He fails. And as he's saying,
Hey.
"You shall not..." and he falls to the ground, contorting in total humor. Alrighty. That's your turn. That brings us to our non-player character allies, which we will do our best to resolve here quite effectively and efficiently. Frida has a bow. She is going to pull that out and fire 2 shots towards this soldier right here, which is going to be 1 hit for 8. Soldier is bloodied, and she's going to move forward as well as she can. Margie will move over and give a friendly hex to one of these archers. And then roll some Eldritch Blastos. And that is going to be right here with the hex damage. Last. That's a miss and a miss. Yeah. Margie will swear. That's what happens when you roll for someone else's character. And when I say swear, it's something more along the lines of biscuits or muffins.
Darn it. Drat.
Yep. And lastly, our Drider ally will step into the fray. And let's see what the range on this is. Yeah, that's a little far away for this at this point, but she's got some other stuff and is going to cast a hold person up-leveled, which is going to affect these 3 soldiers. Let's see the rolls.
I had that. Entangles was so fun.
Perfect. All right, so these 3 are all paralyzed. You have advantage on attacks made against them. Alrighty. Up now is Latipolia at the top of the round.
Yeah.
You have a paladin
They're on the
coming up.
roof, right?
These 2, yes.
How far is the roof? How high is that roof?
Maybe 10 feet high.
Oh, perfect. Say no more. I'm gonna come over here, and then I'm gonna.
Okie dokie.
No.
Also, make sure under your attacks you roll the Mind Slicer.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I
DC.
rolled that. My goal is to yank him off the roof.
Oh! Okay. So,
Wow.
I pull forward.
Well,
10
there you
feet,
go.
Right. So maybe okay.
and
maybe
what
I'm
you
over
pull
here.
forward is a corpse
No, the heck.
that has been pulled down and dies from your raking whip, and you watch as blood bleeds from their ears as your Epicrium dagger that is built into your hand flares with psychic energy.
He's holding it in his teeth. I decided. That's how
Okay.
Should that be a DC 16 intelligence save?
Nope.
DC 6 seems a little odd.
6 is correct.
It's just okay.
I got it from a space rock.
All right.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I'm just
Dirk,
picturing
you're up.
Space rocks.
I'm just picturing this Thorn Divine like picking up the guy and slamming his
Dirk-
corpse into the ground.
Do
He's going to slap the soot
Makes
off his
sense.
armor and just step into the entanglement. Be like, that wasn't cool, as he swing his warhammer.
Roll at advantage.
That wasn't very cash money of you.
It wasn't.
That is
My
damage.
advantage.
You have advantage
I-
because Solani has cast Hold Person on all 3 of these.
He's
And
That's
if you hit
one.
because they are paralyzed, it is an automatic crit.
Well, he rolled a crit anyway.
Yeah, so this
I
this
did-
individual is
Oh,
Gonzo.
God.
Just
Well.
crushed his head.
Wow.
And,
Sucks to be them.
I'm gonna take my second attack against his other guy.
Oh.
This'll teach you. 21.
And that
An
is
extra D8 because you crit.
It's an auto crit.
Just remember, we're the good guys.
Alright.
Remember.
this target
Yeah, that-
is not looking so hard anymore.
And as my hammer makes contact with his head, a bright light flashes as I smite his ass.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
It's just so unnecessary because that crits too.
Yeah, and down goes this virgin soldier.
Oh, God.
Oh. Body collapses.
Alrighty. Shael is up.
Okay, so having seen the dudes up on the roof of that building and knowing that they're trying to like do not nice things to her newfound friends, she's gonna target this dude up here, and let's see if we can make him have a really, really, really bad day.
Okay.
Let's see what we can do to
Oh
him.
my god.
So he needs to do a thing.
13 is gonna miss by 1.
Here, no, it's a con save.
It's an attack roll and a con save with ray of sickness.
Oh
that's
shoot!
right.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, and wait, and I missed him with the.
All right, a ray
Okay.
of greenish energy flies past the head of this ranger as they duck and line up their next shot.
Gosh darn it. And okay. You know what? Just for funsies, let's use it now. She, I know I can't, can I? Wah.
I don't know what you're referring
That's fine. Nope, it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. All right, she's just gonna tuck herself back a little bit.
to. Alrighty, Rose, you're up.
Okay.
Rose is gonna do something she's gonna regret.
Never.
Those are the best things.
What you got?
Part of me
you've
would like
got
to do a
is-
heal, but that's not gonna happen. Fireball Man down there kind of annoys me, and I kind of want him to die. Rose, where is the? Am I allowed to go through Solani and end up kind of like over here?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do. Stop, token. I'll find you. As I do that, because we all know this is, family tradition. We're going to attempt to hit a guiding bolt at level 2 at Fireball Man.
Classic.
What is truly fantastic, Jake, is the freeze frame that we have for you right now.
Oh, really? Yeah, my computer's doing something stupid.
Fabulous.
I'm shocked.
So,
it's going.
Is that a
It's
guiding
going.
bolt you're throwing up there?
We're trying to, yeah.
Spiritual weapon?
No, 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 it's not. I don't know what my computer's doing because it decided to go into power save mode and everything is just slow.
All right.
I don't
There
think that
it
hits either.
is. 15 will hit, dealing 17 points of damage, and granting advantage on the next attack roll made against that caster. Ratas, you are up.
Okay. How far away is this person? Too far away. Dang it. All right. I guess this guy is still being held.
I mean, you're 60 feet away. If you dash, you'll go into melee.
Yeah.
But yes,
Yeah,
this
I'm gonna
person is
dash.
paralyzed.
Dash will land there. That's all I can do.
Okie dokie.
Actually, I'm gonna get here. Even closer.
Alrighty. Tracy, Mara is up.
Right. This is perfect. Once. So, she is going to... Actually, wait, no. Just kidding, I lied. It's not perfect, but I'm still going to use it. God.
Perfect's overrated.
She's got such little legs, but I think he's still in her range for... her crossbow. So she's going to use that advantage. That was set up nicely.
All right.
And smack him.
That is a hit for 11 points. This caster is now bloodied.
She's also going to use superiority dice and second wind at the same time. Like if I spend my dice.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah. Okay, because she's going to use that movement for evasive footwork. So she's going to add 6 to her AC. So she now has 23.
Fantastic.
And it's also going to second wind real quick. And that's it for me.
All right. The remaining enemies are up. The archer on the roof is going to loose an arrow at the individual that just missed them with a ray of sickness. Shael, that's 15 to hit you for 11.
It's not if I use my reaction to cast shield.
Correct.
Hey.
Yay!
All right. This shock trooper gets a wisdom save. I believe that's a fail. And then down here we've got the evoker. Evoker has someone in their face now and is going to use Misty Step as a bonus action to transport themselves 30 feet away from Natas and huck a firebolt towards him. 18 to hit you, Natas, for 15.
That's a hit. 7 damage.
Okay. Now we have this guy who is, I believe, rolling a wisdom save against the hideous laughter.
Yes, I think so.
Is that a save?
My DC is 16, but I'm going to use my reaction to raise my DC to 17 using my ring.
Fantastic. Alrighty. We are on to you then, Ben. And also as a quick check-in, Jake, I presume you're working on the tech? He's working on the tech. He'll be back and back to his normal spot on the overlay soon. Alrighty.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot my longbow at the evoker. 17 hit.
That's a hit.
For 11.
They are
and
still
then
alive.
Vicious Mockery on that with the effect of the bow.
Okay. That is a wisdom save for the evoker. Fail.
They take 4 damage.
And die from a nosebleed.
Whoa.
And then I'm going to use this thing to regain... What does this do? Your hit points equal to the damage dealt, so I'm going to heal for 4. And then I'm going to use my bonus action, doing a lot of things this turn, to cast Mass Healing Word. at level 3, and I'm going to restore 9, but then I'm also going to use my Bardic Inspiration that I casted last, add that to the healing. Wow, I've rolled a fucking 1. Alright, so I get back 10, Mara gets back 10, Rose gets back 10, Frida gets back 10, Dirk gets back 10, and Margie gets back 10.
Awesome. Non-player
That's a lot of
characters are
healing.
up. Alrighty. And I believe that, given the circumstances, this can be resolved quite simply without need for extra action and initiative, as there are too few enemies to defeat you. This archer on the roof will throw down their longbow, hold their hands up and surrender. This trooper will very much surrender once the paralysis fades from them. And Natasha, I imagine if you would like to run up and hold your axe out to the neck of this laughing commander, as soon as that spell ends, he will be at your mercy.
Actually, Dirk, before hold person ends on this trooper, he's going to kick him out of the hold person and hopefully knock him prone. He's going to say, "Repent for your sins!"
I'm gonna yoink the other guy down from the roof.
All right.
He's surrendering, but he's up there.
And now...
What, I'm gonna let him unsurrender to climb
make
down
sure
and maybe
Olvar's,
get a
like,
weapon?
freed from his
surrendering now.
shackles, and I'm just going to be smiling at this commander, just like, what are we going to do with you?
Oh, he's not restrained. He's just,
I'm marking them
whipped and-
restrained as the captives now, having surrendered. And I'm also going to bring in a couple of members of the warrior clan to oversee
Hell yeah.
capture. All right, let me bring you all to the center of this area. You can all begin the process of a short rest.
See you.
Oh.
I have to use the bathroom.
I didn't get hit at all.
Do so as you need. All right.
I was gonna do a really cool thing where I teleported next to the guy but then I didn't get the chance.
So this is nice. I can do arcane recovery, and I can get back my expended spell slots. Hooray!
Excellent.
That's nice. That's
Yeah,
nice.
back
It's like
up.
it never happened.
We're out of initiative. So, with this commander no longer under the effects of the spell, and the elder leader of the High Clan now released, you can question as you see fit this commander, which Frida will, with a draw of her sword, take no hesitation in doing, and say, "Why? Was it just a grab for power? Why take our land?" And this man will kind of give a cough after the laughing he's done. Orders are orders. But there's more that you don't know. More that you'll wish you knew. Before the time comes. I may be in chains now, but I won't be for long. The end comes for life in this valley.
What do you mean by that?
You'll
You
see.
poisoned the heart.
Me?
No,
I'm
not you,
but
obviously.
pawn of a greater purpose. I will speak
think
you no
Lo-
words.
Lottie's gonna say, "Let's cut it with all the beating around the bush. What exactly are you trying to say here?"
Because she's a tree.
That's good.
Bush is like a second cousin to her.
All right. This man will say, I have no more words for you, other than kneel and wait for what is coming.
How about you kneel and wait as I tap him on the head with a warhammer and cast Zone of Truth?
Ooh.
Oh.
Look at Dirk. Look at Dirk.
And then I think
Say.
Lati's senses. He says, "Do you want to run that one by me one more time?"
The commander will shake his head. I said I have no more words for you. And appear stoic.
Wait a minute,
I'm gonna
hold on.
cast suggestion on him.
Interrogation squad.
We're all like, wait a minute, hold on.
Wow.
I'm just
Well.
itching to catch Blight. Wait, would Blight help? I'll cast Blight on him. Hold on. Or no, I'm sorry, not Blight. Bestow Curse. Bestow
I
Curse.
have a gun. Did that help?
My
Bestow
goodness.
Curse.
Okay. You are suggesting what precisely?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, my friend, you lost focus for a second there. Are you all right? You were just telling us what the Virgin Empire's plans in the valley were.
So he needs to make a save? Wisdom?
Yes.
He saves.
I'm gonna cast it again.
Okay.
Do you want me to bestow Curse first?
He fails.
Yay!
He will say, the Baron has gone already to your dream grove. He will acquire what we only know as the item, and then enact his plan.
Also, I have a question for you. Why are you so comically evil? Like, do you not have any sense of morality? Do you think you're doing this for the greater good or something? Or are you just getting paid? Like, what's your motivation here? I'm just very interested.
You know so little of what is to come for this empire.
Just like religious, like zealotry.
Yes, there's
Yes.
elvish mumbo jumbo.
And then I think Lati would say, and what exactly have they done to benefit you?
You all lack perspective. You're foolish for now. Soon you'll be dead.
You're telling a 2,000-year-old elf that they lack perspective?
That does indeed seem to be what this individual is doing right now.
I'll give you
Shayo
some
just chimes. Shayo just chimes in. Being dead isn't really that bad. I've been dead. I knew it would happen anyway, but being dead's not that bad, really.
I think Lati would turn
Mara's
and
just
kind
like
of look at her
in the back.
and just be like, what the hell?
So I think we're done with this guy. Are we good?
Yeah, I think we should just kill this guy. He seems like a
I think
deserving
the
of
second
death.
you said, yeah, we're done, Natasha punches him like right in the jaw.
And he is
I think what you guys are
unconscious.
saying, like, should we kill this guy? And Lati's like, I
Would he go, like,
don't
all the
think.
way?
And then Natasha's just like,
I think the sentence was "we're done for now," but before the "for now" came out, the sentence was like,
This guy talked some shit on the road back in the
I
day,
guess
so
we are
I'm not a
done.
fan.
I noticed that you guys didn't, but Natas and Dirk, you guys can roll a d6 because I have Song of Rest since you rolled hit die. And add that back to your hit points.
I think Lati would say, I guess that's one way to shut him up.
So we need to go to the Grove.
Yeah, that should be our next stop, I
Yeah,
think.
and if we see somebody in glowing green gems, we need to like break them.
Well, maybe the
Perception.
item is the heart, right? That possibility.
Probably. Well, no, the Dream Grove and the Dream Grove is next to the source. It's not the.
They probably have some discount crystal, you know, like
something special.
Shitty.
Do they got like a gift
version.
shop
He's
somewhere?
like this old ginger bald fuck. If you see him, kill him first.
What? Wait, what?
I'm trying to describe the commander that we had the parlay with to the party.
The Baron.
The Baron, yeah. If you see him,
That just
like,
sounds evil.
Just like,
Oh yeah.
We just murder him.
yes, but with a dull knife or a blunt object.
I think
Sounds hard.
Lottie is particularly concerned about the Dream Grove, and he's gonna be like, "I will meet you there," and you just see him go to the nearest tree and like step into it, like phase through it, and just disappear.
He does that. All right. He always comes
That's
back
creepy.
up. We need to get moving.
Because I can
That
move
would have been
60
real
feet.
helpful.
I can move
few weeks
60
ago.
feet while only using 10 feet of movement as long as there's a tree within 60 feet of the tree I'm in.
It's pretty good. Dryads are cool.
So I'm gonna do that and get there.
So you are going to get to the Dream Grove ahead of everyone.
Usually he'd wait, but like, there's no time for politeness and stuff like that right now.
Okay.
That's
So,
fair. That's fair.
In that case, let us proceed to the Dream Grove, where everyone will be coming in later than Latifolia, who can arrive first here.
Are we stopping by the llama farm by chance? Is
No
it
time
like
for
a
llamas.
petting zoo?
Nope.
I know some of you don't like llamas,
they
but
smell like
others of
shit.
us.
And
you like-
got like a handful of oats. Like, aw.
You know,
Damn
like,
it, on the
spit.
way back.
Then I'm going to go stealth mode and turn into a lizard.
Okay. Then you should have your lizard token in your journal. But I've got it quicker. Here you go.
So you do things much quicker. So
I'm a
yeah,
lizard.
I'm gonna go and like come around here and hopefully don't get noticed and be like, oh, oops, well, that's bad.
You can see a great golem of flesh, as well as a dark robed figure. You can see the ground is corrupted. It feels sick to your druidic senses. Pustules of purple growth exist upon it. And you can see that Virgin Baron. He is holding his hands up. Purple energy is exuding out of them